Hello students, welcome back to our science class. So before going to the start the class, let us recall the chapters we have completed. So in the physics we have completed one chapter. So in chemistry we have completed two, and in bio we have completed one. Totally four chapters have been done. And today we shall start the second chapter from physics, that is interconversion of matter. That is how matter changes from one state to another state. So in the complete whole chapter, we shall study about how a solid changes to a liquid, how a liquid changes to a gas, or a solid change to gas, or interconversion. That is, liquid can be converted to solid, gas can be converted to liquid, and again gas can be converted into solid. So what is the process which can be called as, like, if it is solid is converted into liquid, what is the process? If liquid is been converted into gas, what is the process? In the same way, we call it as interconversion of matter. So let's start. First is, we call the process as melting, or you can call it as fusion. Melting or fusion. Now, what is melting or fusion? It is a process when a solid change to a liquid at a fixed temperature called its melting point. Melting point of ice is 0 degree Celsius. It is a process when a solid changes into liquid at a fixed temperature. For example, if you have an ice cube, if you are holding it in a hand, then after few seconds, then the complete ice melts and can be converted into liquid. So the melting point of ice is 0 degree Celsius. Next, when a solid is heated, the heat energy supplied to its absorbed and converts into kinetic energy. As a result, molecules gain energy and starts moving faster. Like if you have a solid and if you are heating that, the heat energy which is supplied to that will be absorbed by the molecules which are present, and they acquire some energy called as kinetic energy. As a result, these molecules gain energy, that is heat energy, and they start moving faster and faster. Next, when particles absorb energy, the force of attraction between them decreases. So when you see here a picture, so this is solid. So you can see that molecules are attached with each other. When I am heating this, then they gain the energy, that is the gain the heat energy, and the space between them will increase. That is, the force of attraction between them will get decrease. Now they are held together. Why? Because the force of attraction is very high. When I supply a heat, then these molecules will gain energy and the attractive force will get decreased. Next, they becomes in this way. That is, the force of attraction is very less. Next is, when the force of attraction increases, then their intermolecular distance increases. What do you mean by intermolecular distance? So these two are the molecules. So the distance here is very less. So when you see in the liquid, so the distance between two molecules is very high. That is, we call it as intermolecular space will increase. So this is the thing which happens when a substance melts. So the ultimate result is, with intermolecular force getting decreases and intermolecular distance getting increased, molecules become free and solid changes to liquid. So this is the reason why solid changes into liquid. These all things happens when solid changes into liquid. So the process of solid getting changing into liquid is called as melting, or you can call it as fusion process. So this is about melting. Only few things what you have to take care while studying this is, so when you are giving a small temperature, or when you are supplying small temperature to the solids, they starts melting. Okay, that is, their force of attraction will get decreased, and that is intermolecular space will get increased in the melting process or in the fusion process. Second is called as solidification, that is freezing. That is liquid again getting converted back into solids. We call it as solidification, or we can call it as freezing. Now, it is a process when a liquid changes to a solid at a fixed temperature called its freezing point. Freezing point of water is 0 degrees Celsius. That is, when you keep water in a freezer, it gets converted into solid. Correct? Ice cubes are in solid state. When a liquid is cooled, the molecules moving around loses their kinetic energy, and finally intermolecular force of attraction overcomes the kinetic energy. So, in the freezing, the molecules which are moving will lose their kinetic energy. Kinetic energy is nothing but what do you mean by kinetic energy? Any moving object will have kinetic energy. So they lose their kinetic energy and their intermolecular forces will decrease. When particles lose energy, the force of attraction between them increases. The force of attraction between the molecules. So you can see here, so when it was in the liquid state, there was a large space between them and the force of attraction was very less. So when you freeze this, the force of attraction will increase and all the molecules will get attracted with each other and they form solid. So within intermolecular force getting increased and intermolecular distance getting decreased, molecules come closer and the liquid changes to solid. So the best example what we can do here is a ice cube gets melts, that is melting, or you can call it as fusion. Again, if the same water is kept in a freezer, again it gets converted into solid, that is called as solidification. So these are interconversion, solidification and melting and solidification. We call it as interconversions. Next, vaporization or boiling. It is a process when a liquid changes to a gaseous state at a fixed temperature called boiling point. The boiling point of the water is 100 degrees Celsius. That is, if you have a vessel which is filled with water, if you start heating, then if the temperature increases to 100 degrees Celsius, then the water starts getting evaporated. We call it as vaporization or boiling. When a liquid is heated, the energy supplied to it is absorbed and stored by the molecules in the form of kinetic energy. That is, the molecules will get kinetic energy. When particles absorb this energy, the force of attraction between them decreases. When the force of attraction decreases, excuse me, decreases between the particles, their intermolecular distances will increase. So that is, when you are supplying the heat, the molecules gain more and more energy and their kinetic energy starts increasing and they get converted into vapors and get evaporated. So the result what we can conclude here is, with intermolecular force getting decreased and intermolecular distance getting increased, molecules almost become free and escape as a gas, or you can call it as a vapor, since they cannot remain in a liquid state. So this process is called as vaporization. That is, when a liquid is heated to a boiling point, that is 100 degree Celsius, these get evaporated. So, which is evaporations are nothing but gas. This is how the liquid is converted into gas. Again, gas can be converted into liquid. This process is called as condensation or liquefaction. So, this process we shall study in the next class. So, I will send you the slides of previous chapter as well as this chapter. So, please go through that and make down the notes. Okay. So, study well, and maybe you may have a test in the upcoming week. So, get prepared for the test. Okay. Thank you so much.